Ebonee's creativity.
Hey everybody, I'm Ebony. This is Ebonee's Creativity. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. Here is the dresser that we are going to be flipping today. And I am so happy that I have this dresser because it was free. And I'm pointing out now that there's candle wax on the top in a few areas, but that's the only thing that was wrong with this. So this should be a quick and easy flip. And let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is to scrape off the candle wax, and I was able to just pop it off with my nail, so that was really good. Next, I'm going to wipe it down with some Windex, and I know you love my beautiful garment, so I can tell you where to get that if you'd like to know. The paint that I'm going to be using is Waverly Elephant, so that's what you see me doing here, kind of pouring it up in my tray. And I'm going to get my roller saturated. I love to use Dollar Tree rollers, and you can find the Waverly paint at Walmart. So that's why I use it, because it's a really good thick chalk paint and it's easily accessible. I watch a lot of flippers on YouTube, and a lot of them are getting things that you have to have shipped to you and stuff that's just too complicated. I like to keep it simple. So you can find this paint at Walmart. Here you see me going in with my first coat of the Waverly Elephant. I ended up doing 2 coats of this paint. So like I said, Walmart paint, Dollar Tree roller. If you want to start flipping furniture, it does not have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be anything too difficult. Just get the bare minimums for what you need, and just start. I get a lot of people telling me that they want to do it, and I make it look so easy. Just start, girl. You can do it. So I'm doing 2 coats of the Waverly Elephant. Here is my new hardware, and I'm going to be putting, I don't know if you can see this drawer, 1 hardware in the center of each of these drawers. I thought about doing 2, but I'm just not sure. I don't want it to look too busy. So I'm going to try to do 1. I think that's good enough. In previous flips, I've shown you a couple different ways of deciphering where to put drawer pulls. In this video, I'm going to show you another way. So I take a little bit of paint and I just put it on my finger, and essentially I'm going to make a stamp. So I'm putting a dab of paint on both ends of my pull, and then I'm going to make sure that I have enough in order to leave a good print on my paper. Make sure each end is thoroughly covered, and I'm just going to line up my paper and use the lines on the paper to guide me to make sure that my pull is straight. And I'm just going to add some pressure and pull up, and voila, you have a stamp that perfectly shows you where your drawer pulls should go. So that's how you do a DIY stamp template. You're going to want to give that a couple seconds to dry, and then you're going to take a pen or pencil and poke a hole dead in the center of the template hole. So you see where I'm pointing. One of mine had a perfect hole in the center. The other one did not, but that's okay because the hole was still good enough for me to determine where it should go. So as you can see here, I poked a hole right through the center, and I also made a dot in the center directly in between. So you should have 3 holes. I also put a dot on the dresser. I measured across the front of my my drawer, and I put a dot dead smack in the center between the 2 pulls. And what I'm going to do is make a dot. Then I'm going to grab my paper template, and I'm going to line the dot that I just drew on the drawer with the center dot in my template. And then I'm going to make the right dot and the left dot, and then I'm done. So now I've determined where my hole should go. I have my center marked, and then I have a left mark and a right mark. I don't know if you can see them. I'm pointing to the center one now the right one, now the left one. I don't think you can see that well, but you can kind of tell what I did, hopefully. Basically, I just lined up the center on the drawer with the center on my template, and then I made the other 2 marks, and that will tell me where to drill. So my next step will be to grab my drill bit and to go ahead and make the holes. But first, I'm just going to show you one more time me doing this using my DIY template. So again, measure across the center between the two holes and then find the center point, make a mark with your pen or pencil in the center point, grab your template, and then line up your center hole on your template with the center hole that you have just made on the drawer front. Draw your right hole and your left hole, and there you have it. Exactly where your hole should be in order for you to drill and have a good turnout. So that's what you see me showing you here. These holes are pretty deep, so I'm gonna have to use wood filler to fill those in. That one's got a little bit of damage to it, but it's nothing that wood filler can't fix. So I'm going in with my DAP plastic wood. I'm going to just overfill the holes slightly, and I'm just going to use my finger. You could use a putty knife if you want, but this is what that looks like. And here's what it looked like once all the drawer holes were filled. Overall, this dresser was clean and in great condition. So I'm just going to show you how I did fix the one issue it had, which was this one broken drawer. And so I just whipped out my Gorilla Glue, and I'm able to see how it should be. As you can see, there's a little indentation, and the bottom part of the drawer should fit in there. So I'm going to put in some of my Gorilla Glue all along the track and pop that sucker back on its track, and it will be just as good as new. I used my stapler and popped a few staples in just to make sure it was extra secure, because I do not want anything falling apart when I sell this to a client. And after that, this drawer was as good as new. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and make my holes using my drill bit. So this will be where my drawer pulls will go. Don't forget that one hole is for the center, and you only want to use the drill bit and go on the hole for the left and the right. Don't go through the center hole. Here I'm using my favorite spray paint by Rust-Oleum to go ahead and paint these drawer pulls metallic gold. Next, I am just sanding all the wood filler flat, and then I will be on to painting. Here are the drawers completed. They have a top coat on them. The body is over there. It has a top coat on it as well. And next, all I have is reassembly. I'm just about ready to show you the finished product, but before I do that, I just wanted to pop in and request that you subscribe to my channel. I do furniture flips, chit chats, thrifting videos, home decor videos, and DIYs. So if you're interested in any of that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching my video to the end, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. If you have the time, please select another one of my videos to watch from the choices on the screen or in the description box below. Thank you.